want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here is today's question, or as always, questions. What's so special about the Jews, and how did they wind up being God's chosen people? Well, if you allow me to, I actually want to answer those questions in reverse. What we know is the Jewish people, initiated with Abram, who would one day become Abraham with the birth of Isaac. The initiation of them as, quote, the chosen people is found in Genesis chapter 12, right after the famous Tower of Babel incident. The Lord is establishing a means, a mechanism, if you allow me to say a bloodline, to the Messiah, the Redeemer, the redemption of man's inherent sinful nature and problem. They were chosen, according to Scripture, indiscriminately. In other words, the Bible makes it very clear, not just in the Old Testament, also the book of Romans, that there was nothing, quote, special about Abraham. What do we discover about Abraham? Is in chapter 12 and again in chapter 15, he was very simply just willing to believe God and follow in obedience. And so therefore, their chosenness was his willingness to establish a new people. Now, remember, the sign of being a Jewish person was circumcision. That was establishing a newness to them, a direction that God was moving in, according to chapter 12, that all nations would worship the Lord through his plan. Now, the question is, what is so special about them? Let me address this biblically, then secularly, and then we'll kind of circle back biblically again. According to the book of Romans chapter 2, it says the only benefit to being a Jew is that you've had the Scriptures for thousands of years. God's redemptive plan through Jesus Christ was initiated, instrumented, and fulfilled through this Abrahamic covenant, or the Jewish people. And obviously they've had the Scriptures for thousands of years and understand how and where God has been moving throughout time. Now, oftentimes from a secular perspective, people question, why is it that if you look at it statistically, the Jewish people have been so successful in academics and science, finances, whatever it may be? Interesting you bring that up, because several years ago, a man wrote a book entitled Thou Shalt Prosper. It was written from the perspective of a Jewish rabbi. And he basically addressed all the stereotypes of the success of the Jews. And here's the very simple conclusion. He stated that their success, whether it be in academia, finance, whatever it may be, was because of their willingness to apply what we know as the Ten Commandments to every single issue of their life. Again, they've had the Scriptures for thousands of years. So again, we know that anti-Semitism, particularly coming out of World War II, is prominent, not just in days past, but in days present. The reason why the Jewish people are so special is because Jesus Christ was the means of redemption that was brought through the purposed people of whom we know as the Jews. Great question. If you have one, send it to askjeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at askjeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.